I would like to say hello and welcome you here to this sacred space that we co-create as we bring our hearts together. I'm sorry for being a little bit late. I'm having some real internet connection problems today. So if for any reason I do get kicked off, I will try to come back on. But it seems like now I am here and all is going well. So thank you for your patience. For those of you who have been waiting to join live, and if you're listening later on replay, I am happy to just be able to take this time to share with you, and thank you also for your presence here. I'm Julia from Transmissions of Light, and here with this month's live channeling. Before that, I would also like to share the first message of this month, which I have put up on my website but haven't shared here on YouTube yet. So as long as my computer enables me to navigate to that page without it causing a connection problem, that is where I would like to begin. And actually, it's a little bit different to usual, although it is still channeled content. Messages received through dream analysis. And when I shared this in one of my circles, somebody was like, how on earth do you do that? Like, I don't get what you mean. So basically, I took a dream analysis course several years ago, and at significant times have used that method of dream analysis to get messages. And in the last month or two, had woken up with some very clear dreams. And when I analyze the dream, I basically get channeled information coming through as I'm in the process of analyzing the dream. And more often than that, most of it is personal. There might be one or two things about the collective. But this time there was actually a considerable amount of information for the collective. So we wrote that up into the first message to share for this month. And then as I was putting it in, typing it into the computer, they also gave me some extra information. So that is the form through which the first message for this month came. And I will just share that with you now. It says, humanity is ready now. This is why more increased influxes of light than we can ever imagine are now being made available for us. We are entering the age of the next manifestation of humanity, the evolved light-centered human. The bifurcation is already underway, but Source Light has declared and decreed that as many as possible humans are to join the path of the ascending collective, and things will significantly speed up in our realms to make this possible. All that is needed is our willingness and a certain degree of time to be still instead of in activity and doing, so that the light codes can integrate into our physical vessels. For most, this is being achieved in sleep time. The door to ascension is now open wide, and divine will is being worked in these realms. The higher dimensional beings thank those of us in the Gaia realms, which includes the dragons and elementals, as well as the ascending collective, for holding enough light to make this a possible reality in this now. They remind us that our bodies know how to ascend, and that for most there is nothing to do. Simply be and give our bodies a chance to integrate the high frequency light codes. We are already there. Not everything is what it appears to be. All is falling into place with the perfection of a supremely balanced algebra equation. We are remembering our truth as a collective of humans. They ask us to take time to just be, to keep our gaze clear and undistorted, focused on the new Earth timeline of evolution in consciousness and unlimited possibilities to come, to align with the oneness of humanity and unity consciousness, and as much as possible to be in awe, wonder, and appreciation of the miracles being worked in the Gaia realms at this time. And as I said, that was messages received through analysis of dreams. shared on May the 10th. That is up on the website if any of you want to go back and look at it again. And now I'm just going to go ahead and continue with this month's live transmission and see what wants to come through in real time for you. So inviting you to close your eyes. Taking a moment to connect with the breath. Taking a moment to feel either the support of the chair beneath us or the ground beneath our feet. Feeling how rooted we are to Gaia. And dropping our grounding cord from our root chakra down into Gaia's core. And then on the next in-breath, breathing in golden energy from Gaia's core into our root chakra now. Taking another deep in-breath when you're ready. Breathing that golden energy up from the center of Gaia through the root and into the body again. And this time, on the next in-breath, bringing it up from the root all the way up to the heart. On the next in-breath, breathing source light in through the crown, through the heart, into the root. On the exhale, breathing that energy down to Gaia's core. Another breath like that, breathing source energy through the crown, the heart to the root. And down into Gaia's core. And then breathing the energy of Gaia once more back up and into the body. And then just letting yourself relax into a way of breathing that is comfortable for you. And it is like the beings are taking us on a journey of what it is to connect with self as the self that is so much bigger than the human self. Bigger even than Gaia herself. A part of us that stretches out into the galaxies and is familiar with the stars. Recognizes them as being of the same essence as us, and us as also having their essence within us. And just tapping into first what it feels like to experience the energetic self as expanded, radiating out into the universe. Reaching as far as our galactic families on other stars and planets. And just taking 3 breaths together now, breathing that energy of that expanded us, that embraces so much more than the higher self, without us exactly knowing, having to know what that means or looks like. We don't need to know the names of the stars from which we feel we originated. Just knowing there is a larger us that extends into those deep reaches of the universe. And breathing energy into our heart from that extended part of self now. And on the out breath, filling the heart with this energy. Breathing it in again. And breathing it out and letting it fill the heart. Breathing it in again. Breathing it out and letting it fill the heart completely. And then just relaxing into something that is comfortable in terms of breathing. Allowing the heart to continue to be our center of focus. Breathing in and out of the heart as if we can breathe into it and out from it directly. Letting this energy that is greater than us, but that is also in us and what we are made of, fill us more with each breath. And allowing for this moment, this energy just to be for us. And so much of the time as way showers, as light workers, we are directing our energy as with healing intent for others, for humanity as a whole, for the collective, for different groups of peoples, different places upon the earth. Just taking a moment now to allow ourselves to be the receiving ones. Receiving this infusion of light from the far reaches of the galaxies. And at the same time, receiving more of our own light as we do. Letting ourselves know that really, truly, we are enough as we are. Really seeing the need to fix, change, try to be something else. Just letting ourselves breathe in the miracle and wonder of who we already are. Each of us a precious source light spark. And the Sophia energy now bringing through some activations to support. In paring away the veils. And us being able to come into a fuller sense of and then embodiment of what and who we are as soul essence. And what we are to bring on the planet here at this time. Which more than anything It starts with a connection to that essence of soul, self first. So they're saying if we feel like we don't know quite what our role is at this time, maybe we are between roles in the process of being upgraded, feeling the energy coming in a very dense, wet, like it's hard for the physical body to integrate, and so there's lots of kind of physical symptoms or feeling of not being so well. Then all we really need to do is simply come back to the soul alignment. Knowing that in the right timing, the next step will unfold. And that we prepare ourselves to be ready for that by coming into that soul alignment as we wait. And the only groups of beings that are stepping forward to connect with us today with messages are, they're calling themselves the galactic families, encompassing a variety of different galactic beings. The beloved human ones, so grateful we are for your unhesitating, unwavering in your service, your commitment to being love. Faced with even some extremely difficult, shall we say, individuals or circumstances in your life. you bring this greater commitment to live as embodied forgiveness of self and others, kindness to self, to others, a greater, more embracing love that embraces so many of the different human aspects in the people around you, as well as the multicolored nature of your world, by which we don't mean the color of people's skin bodies. We mean the rich array of different personality types, those who hold to one thing as being true and right, others standing in complete opposition, also holding to what to them is right, is true. There is so much colorful diversity. So much we see to love, for it is of value seen from our perspective that while you are here on this human journey, you do let yourself to be drawn to that which resonates with you, to not so much move away from, but to naturally create some small distance from that which does not resonate so much. And yet the key from the higher dimensional perspective is to hold all of these different interests and ways of being, points of view, perspectives, you may say, embracing all in a sense of love for the richness of humanity that thrives, exists. And yet you, dear ones, are the ones who chose to come to lead humanity to the next stage, level of the evolution process into what we shall call the light-filled new human. so many of you are already doing this with great love. And a very heart opened joy in the experiences that you find greeting you as you allow yourself to flow in the human physical world as more love and connection, and following your joy and believing the synchronicities and allowing that magic to flow in. This is, dear human ones, where the human collective is also headed. This connection to these different, we would not even say gifts, more different parts of self that have remained in a state of disactivation, slumber as such, now being reactivated in so many of you. Allow the joy, the magic, the beauty-filled wonder of this to fill you each day. You are the new evolved consciousness of the evolved new human, already seeding this energy into earth realms at this time. We love, thank you, beloved ones. Your service, filling the earth realms with love, energy, with consciousness of light, that reaches to more each time you consciously choose to embody this light or love energy that is what you are. in most essential essence. It is we galactic families glad for this opportunity to speak to you today. And just allowing yourself to rest in that energy a moment longer. Thanking our galactic families for their messages. Really feeling the connection to them in our hearts. If you would like to, inviting them to share more messages with you going forward. And then feeling free to either stay in that energy or in your own time come back. I do hope that the transmissions of energy and also the messages that came through have been of service to you. I would like to let you know, if you would like to receive more such transmissions this month, there is another here in Japan in September, but the transmissions and that come through are for all the people who will watch the video, whether they are watching live or on replay. And if you want to join that live, it is on Christine Gold channel on just that will be on Tuesday the 19th of May at the equivalent of 8:30 p.m. ET. So for those of you who want to join that live, there is the invitation to do so, and if not, I will be posting the replay after the video is sent to me. So thank you so much, all of you, for your presence here and for that great embodiment of the light codes and the love that you are sharing, that the beings were speaking to today. And I look forward to connecting with you again very soon. Have a beautiful and blessed couple of weeks.